Hello Fluff family and welcome back. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Sweetney. This is Losing the Fluff, where we use walking workouts, low impact workouts to lose weight, and we really just focus on overall better health. And I just want to take a moment to thank you for joining me because I'm on my journey towards better health. And I just love when we put this energy out there so that more people want better health, because that's the true wealth. Now, before we get started, I'm going to always remind you to get a container, cup, glass, bottle of water, have it somewhere nearby. And if at any time during this video you need to take a break, pause me, take your break. But do jump back into the video because, like I said, if you're doing what I'm doing and you're on a journey, then we are also reprogramming our subconscious. And you have to finish what you start so that your subconscious mind knows you can finish what you start. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and stretch. I'm always conflicted on how I want to stretch, but that always just depends on how I'm currently feeling. So, in accordance with how I'm feeling, let's start off here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 'cause my back hurts a little bit. Let's do some torso twists. 1, 2, that feels good. 3, 4, 5. All right, just keep it here. Start backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's put our arms down. Hold this stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Reposition your feet like so. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it back to the top. And let's start walking. Yeah. Let's walk it off. Let's go. Let's walk. Oh man, y'all. I'm going to be honest with y'all every day that I show up, because I think it's important for you to know how I feel so that you can understand where our journey is going to take us today. So today, I'm okay. Last night when I went to sleep, both of my feet was hurting. And I'm like, come on. Like this year I was only having problems with like my right foot and my left foot a little bit, but now it's like, they both like, let's go. And I'm like, come on, y'all. Come on. And I was just sitting there wondering to myself, as I have like all these issues over the years. I'm like, most of the things I deal with, there are issues that definitely make me so thankful, so grateful. You know what I mean? Like, to be here, to be alive, to have good health. Like, even though I have problems with my feet and I have problems with my knees, y'all, I'm so thankful for my legs. I'm so thankful I can walk. I'm so thankful, even though I have issues, I'm still functioning. And so instead of seeing the glass half empty, I prefer to see the glass half full all the time. And sometimes, you know, it may try to flip, but when I realize what has happened, we flip it back. We flip it back. Because I don't really see the point of living and focusing on the negative stuff. It's not going to help me. So why am I focusing on it? I take it and focus on the positive aspects and see what I can expand from there. So, I'm probably not going to do no fast walking today, but we are going to walk. So, and I know we've been walking, mostly walking, but because of what's happening with my feet right now, I am going to move back towards more workouts, which is good. And just remember, when we go back into more workouts, our step number isn't going to be that high because it's not about the stepping. It's in that moment, it's about us focusing on the workouts. Because remember, at the end of the day, we're here to lose the fluff. We want to lose it in a way that when we get to our goal weight, that we can look in the mirror and be happy with what we see looking back at us. So that has to do with losing the fluff in a way where you can also tone it up as you're losing it so that your body looks the way that you want it to be looking. So I feel like doing exercises are important. I feel like they help with that. And also, like I said, I spend a lot of time in physical therapy, so I have bought some resistant bands. And I've been doing a little Pilates. Starting to incorporate the strength training aspect into my daily routine so that I can have my body sculpted in the way that I would like. Yeah. Because that's the end game. Well, so for some people, the end game is just to lose weight. And then after they lose all the weight, they have all this excess skin. Now they have to figure out what are they going to do with it? How are they going to get that off? Because I don't think people's insurance covers it. They think of it as like, what was the word? Almost like if you were getting like a cosmetic. It's looked at cosmetically. And I'm like, well, if you were overweight, that was a condition, and the excess skin is a result of the condition, right? So why would your health insurance not cover it? Like, that don't make sense to me. I don't know. If someone is a no, type it down below so that we can all know. Like, why don't health insurance cover when a overweight person loses all the weight and has all this excess skin? Because I have some cousins that had that gastric sleeve. Now, my younger cousin who did it, she's not 30 yet. So her body, it went back. And she didn't need help with loose skin. But her mom had did it first. Her mom is a few years older than I am. And I can't really tell how much my cousin weighs. Because when I saw her, I didn't know what I was looking at. I'm going to explain myself in a second. I didn't understand what I was looking at because I saw her and I was like, wow, she looks great. I could definitely tell that she lost weight. But then I was thinking, why does she look old? Because I feel like when people lose weight, normally they look younger, they look older, but then it took me some time to realize that it's not that she's looking older. It was her excess skin. And she even had some like on her face and stuff. And so her face was looking droopy, which was why she looked old to me when I saw her. But I didn't understand that at that time. It took me a while to really think about it and really process it. And then looking at other people's videos, and them talking about their excess skin, I'm thinking, oh, that's what it is. Ding, ding, ding. And so I'm like, yeah, I don't want that problem. I don't. At the end of the day, I'm so proud of my cousins. They did what they needed to do so that they could be successful. They've had their gastric that sleeve probably at least 2 years now. And they both maintain keeping the weight off. And so I'm really happy. I mean, especially my older cousin, she was over 300 pounds most of my adult life. So I'm very happy. I'm really proud of them for losing the weight and keeping it off. But yeah, I tried to ask my cousin another time when I saw her about the excess skin. And because she has been preparing for the perfect wedding for a very long time. And I know currently that she's not going to want to get married as long as she has this loose skin. So I'm like, okay, so what's the game plan? Are they going to pay for you to get an operation? Because they gave her the gastric bypass sleeve. They knew that if the sleeve worked, because they know it works, that loose skin was going to be a byproduct of that. So I do not understand. I don't understand how they just think that these people, ladies and gents alike, don't deserve it to be covered under insurance. Okay, I'm done ranting about that. But I really want to know, family. So if somebody knows, can y'all please comment down below, because I want to understand this process. Because I think a lot of people want to understand that. And I think a lot of people might be scared of having the loose skin, because if you can lose weight, right, but then you're stuck with the skin, I think some people are scared of that. So at least having a solid, concrete answer to that question may put a lot of people's minds at ease. I don't know, because like I said, it's not something I've ever dealt with. And so I feel like I don't think I'm going to have loose skin, family. I'm just speaking it into existence. I don't think I'm going to have any loose skin. And that's just that. However, like I said, I was looking at my cousin, and I'm like, wow, yeah, she has a lot. And if I was like to estimate like how much loose skin I think my cousin is carrying around, y'all, I look like about a good 30 pounds. Like, I could see she had a lot. It was coming from her face, her neck. I saw it hanging from her arms. And so I can only imagine what her legs had looked like. And so I'm like, yeah, why is this not covered? I don't understand, y'all. I want to understand. I really do. So, if someone has the answers to that question, let me know. But like at the end of the day, I'm going to say this. Don't let the fear of having loose skin keep you from better health. Because where there's a will, there's a way. At this point in the game, when we are working towards better health, working to lose the fluff, I think it's a great idea to do research to find out how to lose weight safely and effectively, and to reduce the maximum amount of loose skin. Well, from the research that I've done, strength training. That's what everyone is saying. You gotta do strength training. And so that's why people talk about going to the gym and lifting weights. It's not because they necessarily want muscle, but it's the strength training aspect. And then the aspect of building more muscle makes you burn weight faster. And burns fat more than muscle when you work to build more muscle. So, for those of you who enjoy walking like I do, just know that if you are looking to lose a ton of weight, I definitely want you to think about how you're going to lose that weight and how to maximize shrinkage so that you don't have this loose skin issue that we see many people have. And like, right, so many people don't have it. But so many people you see, they might have just a little bit, right? I had a little bit. I deal with it. You know what I mean? But if I had a lot, and like I felt like it was weighing me down, like, no, I'm sorry. I've been in the doctor's office complaining all the time. Like, I gotta do something about this. like, I gotta do something about this. That's just like saying, I think a good example. To me, I feel like if you're going for a gastric sleeve and they know that you're going to lose excess weight, the gastric sleeve should be like part 1 of the procedure. And then part 2 should be removing the excess skin. Like, I know I'm not the only person that has watched My 600 Pound Life, the TV show on Lifetime. If you have never seen it, y'all can catch some episodes on YouTube, okay? I ain't even trying to be funny. However, in this show, My 600 Pound Life, when the people go down to Dr. Now, because that's the doctor that's on the show, he's in Miami, when they go to him, okay? When they go to him, and they lose weight, right? I'm going to talk about what he does for them to lose weight. You want to know? Dr. Now has a book, and you can see all the recipes that he has given these people to lose weight. So go look it up, or they got some YouTube videos about it. I stumbled across it on accident. Look it up. Dr. Now's recipe cookbook. Now, back to this story I'm trying to explain. Dr. Now, after he helped them lose the weight, that's the first part. The second part, y'all, Dr. Now, he be giving those people that other procedure. They get the excess skin off. Yes. And when you see the people, like on them shows like The Biggest Loser, they didn't leave those excess skin on those people either. So, I just don't understand why there are people, everyday regular people, being left to walk around and carry pounds and pounds of excess skin. I don't understand. Yes, I'm perplexed. I'm perplexed. And I want to know the answer, like really know the answer as to why the medical professionals leave all this excess skin on people. It doesn't make sense and it doesn't sound healthy to me. If they're working towards better health and they've done their job, why isn't insurance stepping in for the second part? I don't know. I digress. If you don't want to have to worry about that though, this is why I'm saying strength training. Pick up some weights, hand weights, something that you can store easily somewhere. Because you might not have a lot of space, right? And so that's why I don't always talk about buying equipment, utilizing equipment. Because look at the space that I currently have with this camera. And so I always try to talk to you about what you could do literally within this space. And within this space, you can always walk. You can always run. You can always do low impact workouts. Also in this space, you can definitely do some strength training. So, I don't know. I've been looking into and I've been working on my own strength training techniques. Definitely on my arms, y'all, because I had realized before, earlier in 2025, when I had lost more weight, before the mental health thing came and messed me up, knocked me off my feet. I had noticed when I looked back on my pictures, and I did say I was going to show y'all a collage of me from this year. The year isn't over, y'all. It's coming. Now, I noticed that for myself, hey y'all, I had some loose skin under my arms. But the truth is in that moment, I wasn't even focused on it. But now that I'm at this point, and then that happened, and we're having this conversation, I'm thinking to myself, as I work to get back there, I want this time around for there not to be any loose skin. So the resistance training that I'm doing with the bands, it really does work my muscles. So I don't do that every day, family. I probably try to do that like at least three times a week. 3 or 4 times a week. I can't do it every day. It's too much. You know what I mean? But I think it's important. And let me just tell y'all, go on Amazon, type in Pilates resistant bands. I bought some for $4. It's not that expensive. Like sometimes we don't want to do these things because we think it's gonna break the bank. I spent like $4. I went through, I found the cheapest one. You know what I mean? Because I am not letting anything stand in my way. I'm not. It's sort of like, yeah, my feet are hurting again. And yes, I'm having foot problems again. And yes, I don't know what the face of me working out is going to look like. But I just know I'm still going to work out. I'm going to work out no matter what. Like I said, if I got to pull that chair back out here and do chair exercises, I'm going to get there. I'm going to make, and listen, I was already thinking to myself like last week, geez, time is going by so fast. Now it's about to be 2026. September's going to be here before I realize it. And if you don't remember, my sister is getting married in September. Yes, my baby sister is getting married in September. And I'm not trying to be the fat bridesmaid, okay? I'm not trying to be the, listen, everybody has at least one plus size bridesmaid. I just don't want it to be me. It's only 3 of us. It's only 3 of us. And I have already decided I'm not going to be the fat friend this time. Yes. And so, I can't just say it, y'all. I gotta do it. So, this is where I'm at right now. I'm like, okay, I got 10 months. 10 months until the wedding. However, I'm still back on what I was on last year. If I want to go back to Carnival, I gotta earn it. Which I didn't earn it, right? So I ain't go. Because then I had, if that middle stuff hadn't happened, y'all, I would have went. Because I was on track. And I'm not beating myself up about the middle stuff. Because eventually, one day, I'm going to explain it to you all. But it's just I can't right now. Because I'm literally in the midst of it. And I can't talk about it. But when I talk about it, you'll understand why I had like this little mini meltdown that caused me to totally lose control. And I can't say totally lose control because I never stopped walking. I never stopped. This part never faltered. It was just, I'm an emotional eater, and I was emotionally thrown for a loop, and I didn't handle it very well. I didn't handle it very well. And I'm saying that because guess what? If you are an emotional eater, you have to learn other techniques, positive techniques, to utilize when you are dealing with stress. Because if not, you're going to fall back on what's comfortable, what you have used in the past. And if it's food, well, you're going to throw away months of work. You're not going to mean to, but that is what's going to happen. Because that is what happened to me. It is. And even when I realized what was happening, I just couldn't stop myself. I'm happy now. I'm very thankful that I'm at a place where my body is ready. It's like mentally ready again. It's physically ready again. I'm still going through the thing. I'm still dealing with it. It's just now, it's been months now, and I have had time to deal with it and to process it and to come to terms with what it is and how I want to allow it to affect or not affect my life. Now, it has nothing to do with my health. I'm not dying. No, it's not nothing health related at all. But it is something that affected me exponentially. I can't talk about it. But that's what I'll say for now. And what I will say is that it's something that many people are more and more, unfortunately, finding themselves in this type of situation. But you have to be able to deal with this situation in any situation. Can't just turn to food. You can't. And even though, in that time frame, in that bubble, because it was like December going into fall, all the way up until I think like my birthday. Then after my birthday, I started getting better. After I went to the ER in September, I was on my way to getting better because I realized when I went to the emergency room that because I wasn't dealing with the issue, oh y'all, I developed anxiety and I thought I was having like a heart attack, and I was just like, I can't live like this. So I found a way to mentally deal with what I'm dealing with as I work through it. I'm not actually working through it. I'm just kind of like on a pause. But right now, this is my focus. My focus is this, us losing the fluff. And everything else that I want will fall in line after that. I feel like that wholeheartedly. Everything that I want will fall in line. I just got to focus on me. So many things around me are trying to distract me. Like even that thing. Trying to distract me, throw me off my game. And I'm like, you know what? I failed, okay? I failed. But I didn't fail because I learned that although I'm strong, I'm not as strong as I need to be able to handle some of these challenges that may come my way. That was something that I had to come to terms with because I didn't handle this very well at all. I didn't. And I paid for it. I didn't lose all my progress, but I lost like half of it. Because I had went from 256 to 203, y'all. That was where I was at. Now I'm 224. That's where I'm at. So, I haven't lost it all. But I lost about half of it. And I'm working to get it back. I'm going to get that back, and I'm going to take some more. That's where I'm at. Because why? Giving up on myself is never an option. And it is time for us to cool it down. Whew. Yeah, y'all. It's time to cool it down. I am taking a 10K step challenge today. So if you want to walk with me, you want to get the 10K steps, type down below, challenge accepted. And actually last night, I got to, what was that number? 12,000. 12,041 steps. So try to at least get to 10. For me, I feel like anything else after that is a bonus. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Oh, if you're still listening to the sound of my voice, you've made it to the end of today's video, so I just want to thank you. I said thank you. I just want to thank you for taking 25 minutes out of your day. Just come and walk with me. We got 2,633 steps. That's 2,633 steps, family. That is a great start to our day. Take that and run with it. And also remember that giving up on yourself is never an option, no matter what it is that you're going through. And as you see, even though I slipped up when it came to the food, I never stopped working out. So I didn't totally give up on myself. And so that's why I had to retract back what I said. But for now, I'll see y'all next time. And continue to take care of yourselves. I love you.